play a game.
Hello. We have Japanese rail sim Hakone, Town of Natural Beauty and Hot Springs. Longest game name ever, like Clan Nudno. All right then, let's get into it. Boop. Maybe. If I can figure out how. Okay, let's just click the button with our mouse, which you clearly can't do with a controller. I've done the training, but let's do it again so you can see what it is, I suppose. And there is a mappy thingy. This is the train. It's the last time you'll see the outside of it because of how these sims work. There's a different train, go figure. And a cable car. And a ship. I've been on that. The Queen of Shinko. Been on the cable car. You generally get taken in a bus and you go to the volcano and then you go to the cable car and then you ride the ship and then you go to the Torii gates. It's all sort of the way it works. Cool. So there's achievements to be found in each area. I'm not quite sure how these work because you can't leave the train, so there must be things that you see or things that you do or whatever. We'll find out. We'll find out because I don't know. Lord Vectron, hello. Pete and Mark, hello as well. So let's run the training again, just because we can, because it's, you know, it's 0.5k, it's not very hard. Please select a departure point. We'll start there. And water spray, change cab display, horn announcement. Oh yes, and the weird master controller and brake. This game is running in 1080p, which I'm upsizing for you, so if it looks a bit weird, that's why. Hello, Andy. I'm Noduka. And of course, she will say, I'm Kawaii. Yeah, that's a monitor. Does things. Obey it. Yep, obey the green thing. Obey the red thing. Displays other things. Doesn't tell you what they are, though. Right. Good. Brilliant. You get a horny bonus. Excellent. How do you play announcements, I wonder? Was that in the controls? I didn't see it. But anyway. Don't release the brakes. Roar. Ah, Shinko. Off we go. Yes, it's brilliant graphics. Lord Vectron, it's Unreal Engine 2026 video version. I love the way they've taken the picture and they're making it move. Oh, the water sprayer sprays the whales. Right.
The next stop, the train will stop at Kami-Ohiradai Signal Station and Sennin-dai Signal Station. You cannot get on or off at the signal stations, so please be careful not to mistake them for Miyanoshita.
Pete says, doesn't look like Swindon, does it? No, not really. You can't even avoid the hitching here, no. It's everywhere, man. Yes, overrun is prohibited. Why? Because you're going to run into a rock.
We will soon be arriving at Kami-Ohiradai Signal Station.
Zilla Gaming, hello.
The train will conduct its final switchback here.
Andy Ladd says, hope you're doing well today. Sorry I vanished without saying goodbye earlier. I fell asleep on the sofa watching the stream. It finally cooled down and you nodded off. Well, I'm glad it cooled down, mate. That's the most important bit. It's interesting that brakes are either on or off. Oh, you can move the controller up and down. Okay. More. That'll do. Pete says, bit like the 377 you saw British Ace playing. I think he started playing that because I had it. But yeah, it's a good one. All right. Let's do a real one now. Training completo. You can review the rules in training. I do want to know what the announcement button is before we start one, so I'll go into the settings. There's controller, water spray, change cab announcement. Right bumper is announcement. Okay, that makes sense. Let me actually just grab a quick screenshot of this, because that will be helpful when I forget, which will be frequently, because I'm stupid. All right, good. Okay, let's confirm. No, back. No, put the game in focus. Back. There we go. Spring train. Should we do spring train first? Why not? Use 10 medals. Are you sure? Well, I guess so. Oh, it takes your medals to go to the next one so you can unlock it. Okay. That's how it works. Zilla Gaming says, so I got the GP60 and forgot about what you said about the alerter being bugged a few minutes in PCS Open. Yep, it's screwed. I think we're just going all the way, aren't we? Sure. Pete says, certainly cooler today. Kept the AC on the gaming room to keep the PC cool. Fair enough. Oh, I wonder if I'll get pinged for that music. I hope not. Because this will be a station thing. Andy Lad says it's going to be lovely today with highs of 25. Much nicer than 35 we had all week. Yes.
本日も登山電車をご利用くださいましてありがとうございます。この電車は強羅行きです。優先席付近では混雑時には携帯電話の電源をお切りください。それ以外の場所ではマナーモードに設定の上、通話はご遠慮ください。これより登山電車は急坂を登ってまいります。キャスター付きの荷物、ベビーカーなどは動かないよう十分ご注意ください。
I'm surprised they squirt the wheels with water in the tight curves.
遠野沢です。お出口は左側です。
All the power, feel the burn.
This train is bound for Gora. The Tozan train will ascend a steep slope from this point. If you have any luggage on casters, please ensure that it does not move. The next stop is Tonosawa.
I'm glad it's cooled down for you guys.
The doors on the left side will open.
And yes, Japanese trains, it sounds like someone having a whiz. Japanese trains really do have American voiced announcements. It's actually normal.
お出口は左側です。
場内
We will
警
soon
戒
be arriving
制限
at
25
Tonosawa
圧力よし
OH52. Please watch your steps as you disembark. The doors on the left side will open.
Good enough. Pete says a morning of TSW and of course the stream and more comfy temps. Excellent. Beginner operator. No erratic operating. Now there's an achievement. They've never seen my TSW streams, have they? So it really did want me to stop almost on top of that signal.
知らせ等よし出発進行圧力よし
Going up. Andy's going to switch his PC on later and have a load of game updates to do before he can play anything, as it's not been on since last Sunday. That's quite likely.
On the way to Ohiradai, the next stop, the train will stop at Deyama Signal Station. You cannot get on or off here, so please be careful not to mistake it for Ohiradai.
It is struggling a bit, isn't it? It's jumpy.
このトンネルを出ますと、早川の渓谷に架けられた出山の鉄橋を渡ります。この鉄橋は
Bridge.
高さが43メートル、長さは70メートルあり、平成11年には登録有形文化財として文化庁に認定登録されました。Once the train exits this tunnel, it will cross the iron bridge of Deyama, one of the highlights of this line.
Oh, it wants you to stay below the green line. Okay.
まもなく左下に見えてまいります鉄橋は、先ほどこの電車が渡ってまいりました出山の鉄橋でございます。電車はこれ以上の急坂を登ることができませんので、進行方向を変えるスイッチバックを3回行って箱根の山を登ってまいり
I
ます。
think we're catching up with another train. Is that a problem?
The train is unable to climb slopes that are steeper than this, so it will conduct 3 switchbacks to change direction before continuing up the Hakone Mountains.
Oh, there's 2 tracks. Good. Copying another well-known train game with hitches. It's probably because I'm forcing it to be bigger than it wants to be. Sprinkling water. Sounds like you're having a whiz. This is on special in the sale at the moment, but it's still not cheap. Cutscenes. Your range of overrun is narrow. Waiting for departure.
知らせ等よし、出発、進行、圧力よし。
進行。
次は大平台、大平台です。お出口は右側です。
Oh, I see. If you fail to make the announcement, it does.
OH53. The doors on the right side will open.
Yep, definitely Switzerland. Great scenery. Doesn't get better than this. I like the just-in-time ladder attached to the wall there. Now that could be Swindon, says Pete. Yep. You notice the lighting in the tunnels better than another game?
箱根登山線は小田原から強羅までの距離が 15km あり、その間にトンネルが全部で13カ所ございます。これらのトンネルを一つずつつなぎ合わせていくと、その距離はおよそ 2km になります。トンネル内部は下部が石造り、上部が赤レンガ造りとなっており、完成から100年以上経ちますが、
I had no idea this train existed when I visited this region.
現在に至っています。The Hakone Tozan Line runs between Odawara and Gora, a distance of 15 kilometers. It has a total of 13 tunnels, which joined together would be around 2 kilometers long. Inside, the lower part of the tunnels is made of stone, while the upper part is made of red brick. Although the tunnels were completed over 100 years ago, the original construction remains to this day, having withstood several natural disasters.
Interestingly, the eye adaptation issue they have with digital cameras perfectly illustrates the eye adaptation with Unreal. So their stone tunnel got replaced by a metal tunnel here. Zilla Gaming, this moving picture kind of game feels weird. Oh, it's not too bad. You need to run at the speed that it wants to run at, though.
Between mid-June and late July each year, visitors can enjoy the array of colorful
Thank you, Andy Ladd, for continuing to be a guard. 3 months now. Well
The
done.
train is nicknamed the Hydrangea Train.
I made a recording of that other game I was talking about this morning,
場内、
大平台、大平台です。
but I
お降りの際は
didn't include the juicy bits.
ご注意ください。お出口は右側です。
I've been recording a series of premieres for when I'm away.
2回目のスイッチバックを行います。
I am sure the Japanese girl said Karinki Dink.
OH53. Please watch your steps as you disembark. The doors on the right side will open. The train will conduct the second switchback at this station.
They must follow each other up the hill. Uh-oh. Yes, I have heard of a game called JR East. Do I have to do it again now? Oh, you do it again. All right, let's not screw that up twice. I have heard of JR East. JR East insists on running full screen.
知らせ等よし、出発、進行、圧力よし。
Shinko. Yes, I failed.
次は大平台。大平台です。お出口は右側です。The next
Oh,
stop
Hiradai.
is
Next stop.
OH53. The doors on the right
You're
side
doomed. This is thematic. I leave for Japan tomorrow morning. Well, this region is an amazing region to visit if you're anywhere near it. It's about 4 hours south of Tokyo. If you looked up all of your Japanese etiquette things, they have a lot. They are a nation of don'ts. You'll be in Tokyo, still figure out what you want to do. Definitely going to visit the railway museum. There's quite a lot of railway museums in and around Tokyo. The biggest one is in Saitama. It's about an hour on the normal commuter train, or 45 minutes. Akihabara is fun. Or Akihabara, as they say it. Oh, look, there's some really simple ones I can give you. Take home any rubbish. There are no street bins. You need to carry a plastic bag to put it in. Don't talk noisily anywhere. Don't take phone calls or talk on the trains. Everybody's very quiet on trains. Apart from that, have fun.
The lower part of the tunnels is made of stone, while the upper part is made of red brick. Although the tunnels were completed over 100 years ago, the original construction
Do you know about Donkey?
having withstood several natural disasters.
No, in England they don't talk to each other because they're introverts. In Japan they don't talk to each other because they're polite. Do you know about Donkey? It's a massive Asian department store. Puts anything anywhere else on the planet to shame. I think the one in Tokyo is 6 stories. They won't even take a call on a train. The train announcements are in Japanese and English. Make sure you memorize or take a picture of the characters of where you're trying to go, though, because they the labeling on the trains is not in English for the destination displays and things.
Visitors can enjoy the array of colorful hydrangeas that bloom along the line. During this period, the train is nicknamed the hydrangea train.
When I get to the next station, remind me and I'll share a couple of place links in maps.
OH53. Please watch your steps as you disembark. The doors on the right side will open. The train will conduct the second switchback at this station.
Let's not screw it up this time, eh? See, now it's hitching because I'm running slower than the video speed. That's why it wants you to stay on the green line, I think. Mind the gap between the train and the universe. Completo! Yeah, let me grab you some Tokyo places from maps. I'll share you some lists. Tokyo, there it is. That's got a whole bunch of Tokyo places in it, I think. Is that my only one? I think that's my only Tokyo list. But yeah, there's a bunch of really good places in there. So if you just open it on maps, you can see interesting spots. And I'm sure you'll find something in there that's interesting to you. Not necessarily all of them, but something. Lots of train museums in there. Let's get back in the game. Next. Ohiradai to Ohiradai. There you go. Yeah, that's a fair bit of time. Convenient places for food. 7-Eleven, Lawson's and Family Mart sell really good sandwiches, savoury things, pastries. Don't think 7-Eleven like you'd find anywhere else on the planet. They they are quite different in Japan.
次の宮の下までの間に上大平台信号場と千人台信号場
The best food places, look for the little restaurants with 5 or 6 seats in them. They're amazing, but you'll need the help of a translator.
On the way to Miyanoshita, the next stop, the train will stop at Kami Ohiradai Signal Station and Sennindai Signal Station. You cannot get on or off at the signal stations, so please be careful not to mistake them for Miyanoshita.
場内進行圧力よし
まもなく上大平台信号場に停車いたします。電車はこの信号場で最後のスイッチバックを行います。We will soon be arriving at Kami Ohiradai Signal Station. The train will conduct its final switchback here.
Good enough. 7-Eleven, Lawson's, and Family Mart. You can get really cool food there. And they're also one of the only places where you can get large amounts of cash. So if you want cash. Your cards will work in most places. If you have a recent iPhone, you might be able to use the tap on, tap off on the trains. If you have Android, you're screwed. You'll have to get yourself a card like a Seiko or something like that. You can pick up the cards at the airports for tourists. Their 5G is pretty good. If you've got an international handset, it'll just work. You can buy yourself a SIM and it'll be fine. Andy Laird goes, I remember my wife going into the Cebu Ikehoburo main store, which I think had 12 floors and is about to spend a year's wage. Yeah, it's like that. Donkey's like that. I think Donkey's 7 floors, but they're massive. Doom says, cutting of the switches hurts driving along and letting the train wheels switch the direction. Oh, they're trailing switches, so they're spring-loaded. You just push them over. We've got them in our railway too. You can just trail straight through them. It doesn't matter. But you do need to know which is which. You need to know which ones are locked and which ones are trailable. .4G works fine too, you do. As long as it's an international one. I think in the coming from the UK, you'd probably be okay. It's really only Americans that don't have international ones.
8% gradient. This is the steepest a train operates on in Japan, and the second steepest in the world. When climbing this slope, the height difference between the driver's cab at the front and the conductor's room at the back is 2.4 meters for a 2-carriage train. 3.6 meters for a 3-carriage train.
They're quite common in yards still, the spring brakes. You're from the EU, you should be fine with your phone. Sneaky. Don't want to spend that one, do you? Yeah, just quickly having a look. So places I would suggest if you're in Tokyo, Imperial Palace for sure, but that's a full day. Akihabara is really cool. The Tokyo National Museum is quite nice. The various shrines, most of the shrines are good. There's little shrines everywhere as well. What else? Shibuya. You have to go to Shibuya. You have to go into the shops in Shibuya, but don't take your wallet. What else is there that's really cool? Oh yeah, the stupid Harry Potter cafe. You should go there. Make sure you experience a maid cafe, but be careful what kind. Don't go to the ones with additional services, unless that's your thing, but just bear in mind that those additional services are mostly illegal. But maid cafes are cool.
知らせ等よし、出発、進行、圧力よし。
Most Japanese people in Tokyo will speak English. You won't go to Harry Potter. Disneyland and Disney Sea in Tokyo are both quite good.
The next stop is Miyanoshita.
I actually think they're the better Disneylands. They're a little bit more fun. Yeah, onsens are cool. Do you have any tattoos? I missed the announcement and she had to do it herself. Oh no! If you have any tattoos, you'll struggle to find an onsen outside of a Western hotel because they don't allow tattooed people.
The Tozan train tracks feature a large number of curves.
Have you booked a hotel room?
Which has a radius of 30 meters. Because of this, the carriages have been made small.
There's lots of onsens. If you go into the country, you'll actually have a better experience with an onsen than in Tokyo, but they are there.
Water is sprinkled onto the tracks.
There's lots of tourist traps in Tokyo. I would suggest ignoring them. If you like comics and cartoons, there's the Ghibli Museum's pretty good. If you're there for that long, you should probably also take a joint down to Osaka, Osaka and Hiroshima. I forgot to use the water spray. Raga. Hiroshima's really nice. Nice in a Doom sense. Apartment should be good. Means you can cook. Tokyo Tower is quite impressive. Not the big sky tower, the one that looks like the Eiffel Tower.
We will soon be arriving at Miyanoshita, OH54. Please watch your steps as you disembark. The doors on the left side will open. Passengers for Miyagi no Sengokuhara and Togendai should change onto the bus here.
Hey, Danny's friend. There are people on the tracks. Good enough, apparently. Yeah, Doom says, I don't remember is the Czechoslovakian cupola in Hiroshima or in Nagasaki. I haven't seen it, so I'm not sure. Osaka is pretty good. The big park at Nara and the big Buddha shrine there are cool. Surprised they kept their faces in there. The Japanese are quite privacy focused. Next stop, Rubber Ducky.
The next stop is Kawakidari,
Rubber Ducky.
OH5. The doors on the left side will open.
If you're riding bullet trains, you can ride them as a general passenger, and they're fairly cheap, or you can book. And you won't need any kind of transport. You can get trains everywhere.
Hot Spring Resort is located in central Hakone. It is a historical hot spring resort visited by famous people from all over the world.
Lots of track workers. We will soon be arriving at Kawakidani, OH55. Please watch your steps as you disembark. The doors on the left side will open. Passengers for Kawakidani Onsen, Ashinoyu, and Hakonemachi
should change onto the bus here.
Not near enough. The Denbaku Dome in Hiroshima. Yeah, I've been there. The severely damaged building is still standing. Yeah, it's quite impressive. Danny's friend says, wait, the simulator is a pre-recorded video. Yes, it is. It's using a pre-recorded video. Quite a few of the Japanese simulators work this way. It's only really recently they've started to do stuff in Unreal and other engines. That's the iconic noise.
知らせ等よし、出発、進行、圧力よし。
次は小国の森、小国の森です。お出口は左側です。The next stop is 小国の森 OH56. The doors on the left side will open.
There are onsens in Tokyo. A lot of hotels have got them, and you can often use them without being at the hotel. You just pay a fee. So they do exist in Tokyo. I mean, the tourist traps can be fun. There's lots of Insta-famous little restaurants, for example. They're not really worth it. I personally like hunting out ramen shops because I like ramen.
You will soon see the Hakone Open-Air Museum below to your right. The museum exhibits many world-famous works by artists such as Picasso, Rodin, and Henry Moore.
場内、進行、圧力
Mint
よ
use
し。
onsens mostly outside Tokyo, and yeah, you like food too. Oh, you'll be in a treat for the food.
まもなく
There's a lot of really good food.
小国の森です。お降りの際はホームと電車の間が離れておりますので、お足元にご注意ください。お出口は左側です。彫刻の森美術館においでのお客様はこちらでお降りください。We will soon be arriving at 彫刻の森 OH56. When disembarking, please mind the gap
Oops.
between the platform and the train.
Hey, Ian.
Doors on the left side will open. Passengers for the Hakone Open-Air Museum should get off here.
Good enough. Doom says, I think you and me are people that visibly like food. Yep. I have developed my food muscle. Ian says, just popping in for a few minutes for great taste. Love ramen too. There's nothing like real Japanese ramen. The only thing I found a little bit weird was them doing things like curry with omelette. It was a bit weird. It's nice, but weird. Hey, Hawks.
知らせ等よし、出発、進行、圧力よし。
Shinko, let's go, mother.
左側です。The next stop is the Gora Terminal, OH57. The doors on the left side will open.
My favourite is the railway station ramen. A lot of the railway stations are actually quite large shopping centres as well as railway stations. It can be quite hard to find your way around in there. It's generally not a lot of signage, you just kind of cope. It's very important to say thank you.
Thank you for taking the Hakone Tozan line. We will soon be arriving at Gora Terminal, OH57. Please remember to take your belongings with you. The doors on the left side will open. Passengers for Sounza and Owakudani should change onto the Tozan cable car here.
I've been on the cable car. It's good. That might have been a little bit too harsh on the brakes, maybe. It'll do. And he likes ramen as well. Luckily, the town's Japanese restaurant does really good ramen. If you like spicy food, I highly recommended a visit to the Koko Curry House while you were there. I haven't tried Koko, but I have heard of it. I now have enough medals to unlock Spring Train Downhill. So if you do badly, you don't get to unlock the next one, I guess. You can unlock it for 50. Boop. So this is the same train going downhill. In fact, there is only one route, so may as well. Danny Sprint, do you know the Benunelini has Street View on maps? That's cool. Quite a few railways do. Mine does. I helped with that. I drove the track machine for that. So this is the same one, but now we're going in the other direction.
Thank you for taking the Hakone Tozan line.
So we're powering downhill. Ramen doesn't have to be spicy. Most ramen isn't spicy.
If you have any luggage on casters, please ensure that it does not move. The next stop is Shokoku no Mori, OH56. 小国の森、小国の森です。お降りの際は、ホームと電車の間が
Proceed calmly.
お足元にご注意ください。小国の森美術館においでのお客様は、こちらでお降りください。We will soon be arriving at 小国の森 OH56. When disembarking, please mind the gap between the platform and the train. Passengers for the
Are these numbers you're hearing the OH56? All train stations are numbered, which will help you find them if you can't figure out their names. Chao-shu ramen's definitely not spicy. There are some spicy ones. You can get ones that look like a volcano in a bowl with noodles. They're really nice. You often get to experience them twice, once 8 hours later. Waiting for departure.
知らせ等よし、出発、進行、圧力よし。
次は小涌谷、小涌谷です。お出口は左側です。The next stop is 小涌谷 OH55. The doors on the left side will open. これより箱根湯本までの間、沿線のご案内をしながら参ります。
Going down.
左下に見えてまいりますのが彫刻の森美術館でございます。館内にはピカソ、ロダン、ヘンリー・ムーアなどの世界的にも有名な作品が数多く展示されております。
遠方、進行、圧力よし。
小涌谷温泉場は桜とツツジの名所として知られております。また小涌谷駅より徒歩15分ほどのところに千筋の滝がございます。まもなく小涌谷、小涌谷です。お降りの際はお足元にご注意ください。お出口は
Not quite sure what I did
左
then.
側です。小涌谷温泉、足の湯、箱根町方面においでのお客様はバスにお乗り換えです。
It is on Steam, and I think it was about $40. I mean, it's pretty limited in what you get for the money, but
The doors on the left side will open. Passengers for 小涌谷温泉、足の湯 and 箱根町 should change onto the bus here.
I don't know. All of this talk of food has made you hungry, and go make yourself a steak with sweet potato fries. Fair enough. I had snake for dinner. Steak, not snake, steak. Time to go downhill again. I did not make my announcement. I am a naughty boy.
The next stop is Miyanoshita, OH54. The doors on the left side will open.
I want her on all my streams.
左下に流れております川は蛇骨川です。この川のほとりには天正18年、豊臣秀吉が小田原城攻略にあたり、将兵の疲れを癒すために設けられたと伝えられる太閤の岩風呂がございます。
I'm sure she said don't fall over, thank you. Rail workers ahead. No, I meant the announcer girl. The one who was speaking Japanese. This would be fun to drive.
We will soon be arriving at Miyanoshita, OH54. Please watch your steps as you disembark. The doors on the left side will open. Passengers for Miyagi no Sengokuhara and Togendai should change onto the bus here.
Ian says it's that deodorant as you're sweating in case you're going too fast. Where's my tea?
知らせ等よし、出発進行圧力よし。
次の大平台までの間に千人台信号場と上大平台信号場の2カ所に停車いたします。乗り降りはできませんので、大平台でお降りのお客様はお間違いのないようご注意ください。On the way to 大平台 the next stop, the train will stop at two places, 千人台 Signal Station and 上大平台 Signal Station. You cannot get on or off at the signal stations, so please be careful not to mistake them for 大平台。登山電車の線路は山の中腹を巡って敷かれているため、カーブが非常に多く、その中でも最も急なカーブは半径が30メートルとなっています。このため車両全体を小さくし、運転台の下に
Oh, that's what happens. That's how I keep putting the brakes on.
線路に水をまきながら
If you push the stick to the right, it puts the brakes on instead of all the way, instead of a little bit.
The Tozan train tracks feature a large number of curves, the sharpest of which has a radius of 30 meters. Because of this, the carriages have been made small overall, and a water tank has been fitted beneath the driver's cab. As the train moves, water is sprinkled onto the tracks. This prevents wear in the rails and the wheels.
Empo 進行圧力よし。
It does wreck the immersion a little bit, yes. Speeding.
場内進行圧力よし。
Shouldn't be waiting for a signal buzzer. This isn't a station. Should be waiting for a train.
知らせ等よし。出発進行圧力よし。
Chase the fox, hello.
この電車は強羅よりこの地点まで距離にしておよそ4キロ、標高にして140メートルほど下ってまいりましたが、これより終点の箱根湯本までの間にさらに300メートルほど下ります。強羅から箱根湯本までの間のほとんどがこの急坂で占められています。ただいま電車は1000分の80の急坂を下っています。この急坂は日本で第1位、
Excuse me.
第2位となります。
I didn't get a chance to mute that one.
前の運転台と後ろの車掌室の高低差は2両連結の車両で2メートル40センチ、3両連結の車両では3メートル60センチもございます。
圧力よし。
この下り坂を安全に走行するため
He tells me off when I go too fast.
4種類のブレーキを装備しています。The train is currently climbing a slope with an 8% gradient. It is the steepest in Japan and the second steepest in the world. When climbing this slope, the height difference between the driver's cab at the front and the conductor's room at the back is 2.4 meters for a 2-carriage train and 3.6 meters for a 3-carriage train. The Tozan train is equipped with 4 types of brake to descend the slope safely. まもなく上大平台信号場に停車いたします。電車は終点の箱根湯本までの間、進行方向を変えるスイッチバックを3回行います。次の上大平台信号場が最初のスイッチバックです。The train will conduct 3 switchbacks to change direction on the way to Hakone Yumoto, the final destination. Kami Ohiradai Signal Station is the first switchback.
Ian Bradley says spraying water on tracks to help maintain track and wheels surely would encourage rust. Oh, Japan's wet anyway. Got an A. Bloody hell. Did all right. Ian said, is there a quiet carriage? Probably. All carriages are quiet in Japan. I actually saw a really noisy American who was refusing to shut up on a train. When the doors opened at a station, 4 guys just hopped up and pushed him out. Thought, fair.
Yoshi.
次は大平台、大平台です。お出口は左側です。The next stop is 大平台 OH53. The doors on the left side will open.
場内進行圧力よし
まもなく大平台、大平台です。お降りの際はお足元にご注意ください。お出口は左側です。この駅で2回目のスイッチバックを行います。We will soon be arriving at 大平台 OH53. Please watch your steps as you disembark. The doors on the left side will open. The second switchback will take place at this station.
Ooh. Made it. Ian said, even with the announcement, can you see rabbiting on it? Would be annoying if I was a regular traveller. You get used to announcements in Japan. They're everywhere. Everything is announced. It's very loud, Japan. You walk past buildings and they're announcing things at you. I wonder if the train's called St. Moritz. Danny says, why do the trains have the same name as Bonita ones? Because they're Allegros. Same manufacturer. Which is surprising that they're using a train that's not made in Japan. Lizard Man, hello. This is a great train trip in real life. Did it last April. Awesome. I didn't actually know about this train. I did the whole area in bus. I think on a future trip, this train needs to be on it.
On the way to Tonosawa, the next stop, the train will stop at Deyama Signal Station. You cannot get on or off here, so please be careful not to mistake it for Tonosawa.
I have found for it to recognize your use of the water spray, you do actually need to put it on when it asks you to, not early. The Hakone Tozan line runs between Gora and Odawara, a distance of 15 kilometers. It has a total of 13 tunnels, which joined together would be around 2 kilometers long. Inside, the lower part of the tunnels is made of stone, while the upper part is made of red brick. Although the tunnels were completed over 100 years ago, the original construction remains to this day, having withstood several natural disasters. Lizard Man says, catch the romance car from Tokyo from very large windows in the front and rear cars. You end up at Hakone Yumoto. Ian's going to do some food prep. Excellent.
The view from here is one of the most stunning in Hakone. The train will conduct its final switchback at this signal station.
Lizard Man says, and you go up a funicular to the cable car. Yeah, I went to the cable car in a bus. And then the ship. And then the Torii gates. The cable car's fun. The big volcano up there is pretty cool too. I hate to think how close to death you come being up there, though, being an active volcano. Daddy Sprint says it seems to make the same departing sounds as the British Class 80X produced by Hitachi. Well, these are actually made by Allegra. They're not even Japanese trains. Same people that make the Bonita trains. Here we all go. This is the last section down. I'll run the autumn train as well, which is the Cherry Blossom Special. But I'll take a personal needs break between the two. So there'll be a brief intermission.
The next stop is Tonosawa, OH52. The doors on the left side will open. Once the train exits this tunnel, it will cross the iron bridge of Deyama, one of the highlights of this line.
Be a highlight if you could look left or right. Down, bubble.
次の遠野沢駅には、駅の中にゼリア内弁財店が祀ってございます。ゼリア内弁財店 is enshrined at Tonosawa Station, the next stop. It is said that if you wash money in the waters of the spring in the shrine grounds, the money will multiply several times over.
場内進行圧力よし
We could get Rivet to take this sound set for the Allegra.
遠野沢です。お降りの際はお足元にご注意ください。お出口は左側です。We will soon be arriving at Tonosawa, OH52. Please watch your steps as you disembark. The doors on the left side will open.
Whee! It's not a good mechanic on the brakes, on the lever on this. Section complete. You did the ship as well? Yeah, the ship is fun. It's completely stupid, but it's fun. It's a big pirate ship on a lake, if people are wondering. Waiting for departure.
知らせ等よし出発進行圧力よし
Shinko, let's go.
箱根湯本箱根湯本終点です。The next stop is the Hakone Yumoto Terminal, OH51.
I wasn't quick enough on the juice then.
本日も登山電車をご利用くださいまして誠にありがとうございました。まもなく箱根湯本箱根湯本終点です。どなた様もお忘れ物ございませんようご注意ください。お降りの際はお足元にご注意ください。小田原新宿方面へおいでのお客様はお乗り換えです。Thank you for taking the Hakone Tozan line. We will soon be arriving at Hakone Yumoto Terminal, OH51.
場内
Please remember to
注意
take your belongings with you
圧力
and
よし
watch your step as you disembark. Please transfer here for Odawara, Shinjuku direction.
Late. Gotta be. Which should let me unlock the autumn one. Now I am curious. What sort of things are we... So how do I earn these things? Don't actually get how you get these. Or do you buy them? Can I just buy it? Let's try. Yeah, okay. So I bought one. I'd better buy the next part of the route before I start spending stuff. Front view movie. Oh, you get to see all of it. Oh, that's what I just unlocked, wasn't it? And there's the autumn train. So I'd better unlock this one. No, you've got to watch the movie. All right, well, we'll come back to that in a moment because I need a personal needs break. So I shall be right back. Righto then. Hey, other half. It's about to play the movie of that area if you want to watch it. No, I think she's not listening. Let's go. Move the master controller to the power side and let's go. So we just sit back now and watch as the train gets dragged up the funicular. It's a pity there's no sound. Sound would be good. The carriages themselves are not powered, but rather pulled by wire ropes. No noise. I'll bet you it's playing music because I got the music turned off. These are complex points. So they're electric and cable. That's interesting. And is that one trailing a cable behind it? It is. So it's not a balance cable. It's actually two separate cables. Yeah. Actually, I think we did ride this because I remember the station. The funicular. Now we go in the cable car. We're not on the cable car yet. We're riding on the slideway at the top. You drop onto the cables. Gunk. Ridden this. This goes to the volcano. They really could have used a better camera here. Mount Fuji. Yeah, this is the active volcano. One day it will go boom and all this will just disappear. And they do actively mine sulfur here. That's why it's yellow. And it stinks. It smells like someone farted. And you come off the cables and you go onto a guideway. I got the distinct impression that these ships actually run on cables as well. They have diesel engines, but I don't know that they navigate. Richie Rail. You're saying the Mount Fuji smells like the inside of Casual's car. Yeah, very much. Not Mount Fuji, the volcano next to it. Was that a person jumping into water there? I don't know. Can you rewind? No, you can't. We'll have to look later. They haven't come back up if it was a person. Hakone Machi and Moto Hakone. It's like MotoGP, but Hakone. The ship part takes a while. There are torii gates everywhere. I wonder if it'll take us past the one in the water. First stop coming up. She's a much better stream mascot than this one.
How dare you?
Pete says, I think it would be a good idea too if the route hop points on TSW you could select the time you wish to spawn. I've tried them. My train has always gone. It would be good. Excuse me. I'm just quietly dying to that. It's okay. All the tourists waiting to get on. We're back in the train shortly. It's got the same depth of field problem as Thomas. I've hopped a few routes, Pete, and the timetables have lined up well enough that you can do it. But you have to do it quickly. Exchange your new medals to select autumn train uphill. Goodo. We'll do that. It's time for the autumn train. That one. Go. Yep, I want to buy it. Are we ready for the exact same train? In the autumn.
本日も登山電車をご利用くださいましてありがとうございます。この電車は強羅行きです。優先席付近では混雑時には携帯電話の電源をお切りください。それ以外の場所ではマナーモードに設定の上、通話はご遠慮ください。これより登山電車は急坂を登ってまいります。キャスター付きの荷物、ベビーカーなどは動かないよう十分ご注意ください。
What if the water spray ever runs
次
out?
は遠野沢です。お出口は左側です。Thank you for taking the Hakone Tozan line. This train is bound for Gora. The Tozan train will ascend a steep slope from this point. If you have any luggage on casters, please ensure that it does not move. The next stop is Tonosawa, OH52. The doors on the left side will open. これより強羅までの間、沿線のご案内をしながら参ります。いよいよこの電車は箱根の山を登ってまいります。
Going up to Tonosawa. I reckon the sound of all that water running is what made me need to go to the toilet. Just saying. I wish you could look left and right as you go through here.
まもなく遠野沢です。お降りの際はお足元にご注意ください。お出口は左側です。
場内
We will soon be
進行
arriving at 遠野
圧力よし
OH52. Please watch your steps as you disembark. The doors on the left side will open.
Yes, they will. I'll take that. But. Off we go again. That's a bit mean blowing the horn in a tunnel.
次の大平 信号場に停車いたします。乗り降りはできませんので、大平台でお降りのお客様はお間違いのないようご注意ください。On the way to Ohiradai, the next stop, the train will stop at Deyama Signal Station. You cannot get on or off here, so please be careful not to mistake it for Ohiradai.
Some sort of geofabric stapled into the top of the tunnel there. Once the train exits this tunnel, it will cross the iron bridge of Deyama, one of the highlights of this line. I think she just said all the passengers are fat because they weigh too much. That's why it's hard to gain speed.
まもなく左下に見えてまいります鉄橋は、先ほどこの電車が渡ってまいりました出山の鉄橋でございます。電車はこれ以上の急坂を登ることができませんので、進行方向を変えるスイッチバックを3回
I think you can turn off the prompting, girly.
The train is unable to climb slopes that are steeper than this, so it will conduct 3 switchbacks to change direction before continuing up the Hakone Mountains.
Proceed calmly. Yes, boss. Good enough. It'll be a B. See? B. Next switchback. Let's go. It's amazing the height difference between the two bits of rail there.
Ohiradai, OH53. The doors on the right side will open.
Oh, Hiradai. Some of the tunnel's concrete, isn't it? So they do get repairs. Most of it's green like the girlie's eyes. And just a note for the people that are watching this later as a premiere, I am actually recording this during a live stream. And it's hot in the UK right now. And Ian just said it feels like he's roasting himself, not just the joint of meat for dinner.
Hakone Tozan Railway 小田原から強羅までの距離が 15km あり、その間にトンネルが全部で 13 箇所。
Everything happened all at once that time.
これらのトンネルを一つずつつなぎ合わせていくと、その距離はおよそ 2km になります。トンネル内部は
Kinjitsuka, quite hot.
上部が赤レンガ造りとなっており、完成から100年以上経ちますが、当時の構造のまま幾度かの天災にも耐え、現在に至っています。The Hakone Tozan line runs between Odawara and Gora, a distance of 15 kilometers. It has a total of 13 tunnels, which joined together would be around 2 kilometers long. Inside, the lower part of the tunnels is made of stone, while the upper part is made of red brick.
Gotta say, it doesn't look dramatically all that different between the spring and autumn versions.
The original construction remains to this day, having withstood several natural disasters.
Yeah, it's based off video and gameplay, Genjinsuka. Quite a lot of Japanese train sims are like this. They use a base video and then they put a game on top of it.
この沿線には毎年6月中旬より7月下旬までの間、たくさんのアジサイが色とりどりに咲き誇り、この時期にはアジサイ電車としてお客様にお楽しみいただいております。Between mid-June and late July each year, visitors can enjoy the array of colorful hydrangeas that bloom along the line.
Now it's looking more autumny.
The train is nicknamed the hydrangea train.
You're doomed, you have no food yet. You'll heat up your ready-made lasagna. Fair enough.
進行
大平台、
圧
大
力よし
平台です。お降りの際はお足元にご注意ください。お出口は右側です。電車はこの駅で2回目のスイッチバックを行います。We will soon be arriving at 大平台 OH53. Please watch your steps as you disembark. The doors on the right side will open. The train will conduct the second switchback at this station.
Session completo. A satisfactory. That's my first one. Look at all the pretty leaves. Do they ever stop? Probably not. They just keep going. Someone spent hours doing that. I could skip these, but you know, they kind of show the point of the railway, don't they? Does it mean change the cab display? Should try that. What does it do? Oh, it just changes the angle. Oh, okay. You can see more of the desk. I like this. I like being able to see more of the desk. Oh.
次の宮の下までの間に上大平台信号場と千人台信号場の
There's a turista.
乗り降りはできませんので、宮の下でお降りのお客様はお間違いのないようご注意ください。On the way to 宮の下, the next stop
Super smashing Kenjutsuka.
at 上大平台 Signal Station and 千人台 Signal Station. You cannot get on or off at the signal stations, so please be careful not to mistake them for 宮の下。
場内進行圧力よし
まもなく上大平台信号場に停車いたします。電車はこの信号場で最後のスイッチバックを行います。We will soon be arriving at 上大平台 Signal Station. The train will conduct its final switchback here.
Late. But I got another satisfactory. With more stuff. Indeed, more stuff. Halfway go to Senedai. Pete's just missed the train. Oh no. See, having her there just makes me want to have a stream mascot.
出発進行圧力よし
But people only make them for Twitch. They're named after the Allegra trains, Kenjutsuka. Yes, St. Moritz.
この電車は箱根湯本よりこの地点まで距離にしておよそ4キロ、標高にしておよそ250メートルほど登ってまいりましたが、これより終点の強羅までの間にさらに200メートルほど登ります。箱根湯本から強羅までの間のほとんどがこの急坂で占められています。ただいま電車は1000分の80の急坂を登っています。この急坂は日本で第1位、世界でも第2位となります。この急坂を登っている時の前の運転台と後ろの車 結の車両で2メートル40センチ、3両連結の車両では3メートル60センチもございます。The train is currently climbing a slope with an 8% gradient. This is the steepest a train operates on in Japan, and the second steepest in the world.
8% is amazing
When climbing this slope, the height
for a normal
difference
adhesion
between
train.
the driver's cab at the front and the conductor's room at the back is 2.4 meters for a 2-carriage train and 3.6 meters for a 3-carriage train.
Good enough. Only a bee. Ian said, did I hear Greta earlier? You did. I'm surprised it's not more, as don't they use a lot of coal to produce electricity? And Kenjitsuka says, proceed calmly as you enter. Great advice for many things. Don't be in a rush on entry. Should aim to be satisfying. I don't know how much of Japan's power is coal and how much is nuclear.
お出口は左側です。The next stop is 宮ノ下 OH54. The doors on the left side will open. Tozan 電車の線路は山の中腹を巡って敷かれているため、カーブが非常に多く、その中でも最も急なカーブは半径が30メートルとなっています。このため車両全体を小さくし、運転台の下に散水タンクを設け、線路に水をまきながら走行することで、レールと車輪の摩耗を防ぐようになっております。
Indeed, got it.
The Tozan train tracks feature a large number of curves, the sharpest of which has a radius of 30 meters. Because of this, the carriages have been made small overall, and a water tank has been fitted beneath the driver's cab. As the train moves, water is sprinkled onto the tracks. This prevents wear in the rails and the wheels.宮ノ下です。お降りの際はお足元にご注意ください。お出口は左側です。宮城の仙石原、桃源台方面へおいでのお客様はバスにお乗り換えです。We will soon be arriving at 宮ノ下 OH54. Please watch your steps as you disembark. The doors on the left side will open. Passengers for Miyagi no Sengokuhara and Togendai should change onto the bus here.
How often do they need to replenish the water? Depends how much the driver drinks, I suppose. 5 seconds early. So its timing is more important than distance, I think. I imagine probably every trip, Kenshinsuke. And just again, for the people who are watching this later, I am recording this while live streaming. Waiting for departure. It's funny because there's just someone standing in the bush there on the right hand side.
The next stop is Kawakidani, OH55. The doors on the left side will open.右下に見えてまいりました町は宮の下温泉場でございます。宮の下温泉場は箱根の中央に位置し、世界中の著名人も多く訪れる歴史ある温泉場です。The town that has come into view below to your right is Miyanoshita Hot Spring Resort.
Be cool if I could see it, but no, I can't turn my head. It's locked.
It is a historical hot spring resort.
Enjoy yourself, Kinjitsuka. Thank you for dropping in. Ian says, how would you rate the game so far? Look, I find these games fun, but you tend to play them a few times and then never again. Unless you're one of those people that loves to try and perfect your score. But, you know, I don't really care.
電車が左にカーブいたしまして、右手前方に見えてまいりました山々が箱根大輪山の一部で、右から総雲山、神山、駒ヶ岳でございます。大涌谷や芦ノ湖はちょうどあの山々の向こう側にあたります。
I still play the Kyoto one that I've got every now and again, so it's quite similar to this. Did they have a dead guy lying there? It kind of looked like it had a body.
右下に流れております川は蛇骨川です。この川のほとりには天正18年、豊臣秀吉が小田原城攻略
It's clearly a windy day today.
将兵の疲れを癒すために設けられたと伝えられる太閤の岩風呂がございます。まもなく毎年1月2日と3日に行われる箱根大学駅伝のコースで唯一の踏切小涌谷踏切を通過いたします。この踏切を選手が通過するときは
The concrete construction on the left there
小
for
涌谷温泉場は桜
fixing erosion and rockfalls is impressive.
また小涌谷駅より徒歩15分ほどのところに血筋の滝がございます。まもなく小涌谷です。お降りの際はお足元にご注意ください。お出口は左側です。小涌谷温泉、芦の湯、箱根町方面においでのお客様はバスにお乗り換えです。We will soon be arriving at 小涌谷 OH55.
圧力よし
Please watch your steps as you disembark. The doors on the left side will open. Passengers for Kawakidani Onsen, Ashino-yu, and Hakone-machi should change onto the bus here.
Ian says only play it for fun rather than the competitive angle. Yeah, that's kind of why I do it. A mid-career operator. There you go. Prepare to release.
知らせ等よし、
おー
出発、進行、圧力よし。
次は小国の森、小国の森です。お出口は左側です。The next stop is 小国の森 OH56. The doors on the
Lasagna
left side
obtained.
will
That's a new achievement.
You will soon see the Hakone Open Air Museum alone to your right. The museum exhibits many world-famous works by artists such as Picasso, Rodin, and Henry Moore.
場内、進行、圧力よし。
まもなく小国の森、小国の森です。
No camera controls because it's done with a video. Professional rail simulators used to work this way too, with video structures.
OH56. When disembarking, please find a gap between the platform and the train. The doors on the left side will open. Passengers for the Hakone Open Air Museum should get off here.
Good enough. Myself a dozen. There's some more in here. There. Good. Early and accurate. But only an A. Oh, it's too early, probably. Last section. And then guess what? We go back down again.
The next stop is the Gora Terminal, OH57. The doors on the left side will open. Ensei 施設のゴーラ公園は1914年に開園されたフランス式成形庭園です。園内にある体験工芸館クラフトハウスでは吹きガラスや陶芸体験がお楽しみいただけます。Gora Park is located along the railway line. It is a formal-style French garden that opened in 1914.
場内、
本日も
進行、
登山 山電車をご利用くださいまして誠にありがとうございました。まもなくゴーラ終点です。どなた様もお忘れ物ございませんようご注意ください。お出口は左側です。
制限。
これより先、総雲山大涌谷方面へおいでのお客様はケーブルカーにお乗り換えです。Thank you for taking the Hakone Tozan line. We will soon be arriving at Gora Terminal, OH57. Please remember to take your belongings with you. The doors on the left side will open. Passengers for Sounza and Owakudani should change onto the Tozan cable car here.
I wonder what that thing is. Some kind of track machine. Woohoo! St. Moritz Operator. There you go. It does look like a track laying system, Andy lad. So I think what we should do now is buy the downhill and then let's buy some achievements. So it's 150. So we'll do that. But if we go into the guide map, we should be able to buy stuff too. So we can have that one. The hydrangea train. So I assume that gets you a different video. Unlock 25 medals. Sure. So I guess this is why you keep playing, so you get more medals. So you can unlock more stuff. Because I assume it'll do things. Oh no. No. Is there anything cheaper in the other areas? No. Oh, hang on. Yep, there's one. Whee! You got a waterfall. I doubt there's anything for 2 medals, but there you go. So we will now run the downstairs section. Did we get some new movie or something like that? No. So how do you get the other things then? How do you get to see them? I don't know. Or does it just expect you to collect stuff? Downhill time. Shall we go? We shall go. It's funny to have this beautiful music and then... Very windy day.
Thank you for taking the Hakone Tozan line. This train is bound for Hakone Yumoto. The Tozan train will descend a steep slope from this point. If you have any luggage on casters, please ensure that it does not move. The next stop is Shokoku no Mori, 彫刻の森です。お降りの際はホームと電車の間が離れておりますので、お足元にご注意ください。
進行。
彫刻の森美術館においでのお客様はこちらでお降りください。We will soon be arriving at 彫刻の森 OH56. When disembarking, please mind the gap between the platform and the train. Passengers for the Hakone Open Air Museum should get off here.
まあね、ワイバー。バカ。I like the way the green line makes sure you have the balls to run downhill under acceleration. It's like, no, faster. Shinko.
次は小涌谷です。お出口は左側です。The next stop is 小涌谷 OH55. The doors on the left side will open. これより箱根湯本までの間、沿線のご案内をしながら参ります。まもなく左下に見えてまいりますのが彫刻の森美術館でございます。館内にはピカソ、ロダン、ヘンリー・ムーアなどの世界的にも有名な作品が数多く展示されております。
圧力よし。
小涌谷温泉場は桜とツツジの名所として知られております。また小涌谷駅より徒歩15分ほどのところに千筋の滝がございます。まもなく小涌谷です。
I don't know if it noticed I went too fast then or not.
お出口は左側です。小涌谷温泉、芦の湯、箱根町方面においでのお客様はバスにお乗り換えです。We will soon be arriving at 小涌谷 OH55. Please watch your steps as you disembark. The doors on the left side will open. Passengers for 小涌谷温泉、芦の湯 and Hakone Machi should change onto the bus here.
Six centimeters. Clearly, he didn't notice that I was speeding at one point. Excrement. Off we go. Next section. Avon calling. Open the door, love.
知らせ等よし。出発進行圧力よし。
次は宮下です。お出口は左側です。The next stop is 宮下 OH54. The doors on the left side will open.
I got distracted. The cat jumped on my sound booth. You have the Hakone.
People from all over the world.
Sorry. It's not a place where there's just someone randomly standing.
We will soon be arriving at Miyanoshita, OH54. Please watch your steps as you disembark. The doors on the left side will open. Passengers for Miyagi no Sengokuhara and Togendai should change onto the bus here.
Only 98. 2 points off. Next one. Down we go. Are we ready? Yes, we're ready. Let's go.
知らせ灯よし、出発、進行、圧力よし。
次の大平台までの間に千人台信号場と上大平台信号場の2カ所に停車いたします。乗り降りはできませんので、大平台でお降りのお客様はお間違いのないようご注意ください。On the way to Ohiradai, the next stop, the train will stop at two places, Sennin-dai Signal Station and Kami-Ohiradai Signal Station. You cannot get on or off at the signal stations, so please be careful not to mistake them for Ohiradai. 山電車の線路は山の中腹を巡って敷かれているため、カーブが非常に多く、その中でも最も急なカーブは半径が30メートルとなっています。このため車両全体を小さくし、運転台の下に散水タンクを設け、線路に水をまきながら走行することでレールと車輪の摩耗を防ぐようになっております。The Tozan train tracks feature a large number of curves, the sharpest of which has a radius of 30 meters. Because of this, the carriages have been made small overall, and a water tank has been fitted beneath the driver's cab. As the train moves, water is sprinkled onto the tracks.
遠方
This prevents wear in the
Shinko.
rails and the wheels.
Sampo, Shinko, green signal. And autumn stuff falling on the ground. Isn't that pretty?
場内進行圧力よし
Leaves! Bring on the leaves. We want leaves. Waiting, waiting. Shall we go, mascot? Let's roll.
この電車は強羅よりこの地点まで距離にしておよそ4キロ、標高にして140メートルほど下ってまいりましたが、これより終点の箱根湯本までの間にさらに300メートルほど下ります。強羅から箱根湯本までの間のほとんどがこの急坂で占められています。ただいま電車は1000分の80の急坂を下っています。この急坂は日本で第1位、世界でも第2位となります。この急坂を下っている時の前の運転台と後ろの車掌室の高低差は2両連結の車両で2メートル40センチ、3両連結の車両で
Simple, Shinko, green
ご
signal.
ざいます。この下り坂を安全に走行するため、登山電車には4種類のブレーキを装備しています。The train is currently climbing a slope with an 8% gradient.
See you, Ian. Have fun, mate. Thank you for being around, and I hope you enjoyed the stream.
When climbing this slope, the height difference between the driver's cab and the front and the conductor's room at the back is 2.4 meters for a 2-carriage train and 3.6 meters for a 3-carriage train.
圧力よし
The Tozan train is equipped with 4 types of brake to descend the slope safely. まもなく上大平台信号場に停車いたします。電車は終点の箱根湯本までの間、進行方向を変えるスイッチバックを3回行います。次の上大平台信号場が最初のスイッチバックです。The train will conduct 3 switchbacks to change direction on the way to Hakone Yumoto, the final destination. Kami Ohiradai Signal Station is the
Damn it. Too early. 78. Pathetic. Is this the last one? I think so. I like the way the train carriages uncouple as it goes over the edge. No, this isn't the last one, so we've got 4 stations to go. Okay. Let's spank it then. Prepare to depart, said the blinky-eyed girl.
出発進行圧力よし
次は大平台。大平台です。お出口は左側です。The next stop is 大平台 OH53. The doors on the left side will open.
場内進行圧力よし
まもなく大平台。大平台です。お降りの際はお足元にご注意ください。お出口は左側です。この駅で2回目のスイッチバックを行います。We will soon be arriving at 大平台 OH53. Please watch your steps as you disembark. The doors on the left side will open. The second switchback
Hold
will
your
take
nerve.
place at this station.
Oh, got away with it. Come on, come on, come on. Whee! Another S for shitty. Righto. Next little chunk. We can probably skip this bit, it's okay. Start operating. Prepare to depart, said the blinky-eyed green girl. Blinky green-eyed girl, maybe. I'm getting tired, it's not my fault.
進行圧力よし
I mean, it is 9:45 p.m. right now. I think by this time yesterday I was actually in bed.
次の遠野沢までの間に出山信号場に停車いたします。乗り降りはできませんので、遠野沢でお降りのお客様はお間違いのないようご注意ください。On the way to 遠野沢, the next stop, the train will stop at Deyama Signal Station. You cannot get on or off here, so please be careful not to mistake it for 遠野沢.
Surely they wouldn't actually open the doors so people couldn't get out. Surely. Skirting the edge. You do tend to find yourself watching the HUD more than the scenery, which is sad.
強羅から小田原までの距離は 15km あり、その間にトンネルが全部で13カ所ございます。これらのトンネルを一つずつつなぎ合わせていくと、その距離はおよそ 2km 13 tunnels, which joined together would be around 2 kilometers long. Inside, the lower part of the tunnels is made of stone, while the upper part is made of red brick. Although the tunnels were completed over 100 years ago, the original construction remains to this day, having withstood several natural disasters.
Can't you just tell that guy's painting the thing he's standing on? Andy reckons cats have a mental half hour. I think he's charging around the garden like a lunatic. Glad to be able to go out again during the day. He's kept her in during the day with the weather. Yeah, it's a good idea. One of mine is sleeping up on the sound booth at the moment. Shinko, green signal.
まもなく左下に見えてまいります鉄橋は出山の鉄橋でございます。ここからの景色は箱根の絶景ポイントの一つです。電車はこの信号場で最後のスイッチバックを行います。The iron bridge that you will soon see below to your left is Deyama Bridge. The view from here is one of the most stunning in Hakone. The train will conduct its final switchback at this signal station.
Completo. I think it felt sorry for me and gave me a bonus. I'm clearly getting a cold. Oh, here a day to Tonosawa. Rolling. Second last. This will be the last run today. I won't torture you with another one. Besides, I want to go to bed. On away we go! And the other train's clearly gone.
The next stop is Tonosawa, OH52. The doors on the left side will open.
More tunnel vision. Andy says, our cat's weird, as she was still getting onto the windowsills and sleeping in the burning sun rather than going to the cooling mats we provided in usual sleeping spots. That sounds normal for a cat. You could have just stopped with my cat's weird. You could just say my weird is a cat. Big ol' bridge, very window.
Once the train exits this tunnel,
That's an extremely windy day, isn't it?
Bridge of Deyama, one of the highlights of this line.
Down bubbles, stand by.
station, the next stop. It is said that if you wash money in the waters of the spring in the shrine grounds, the money will multiply several times over.
A gratuitous bridge shot would be good, yes.
圧力よし。
まもなく遠野沢
Bloody
遠
hell.
野沢です。お降りの際は
お
お足元にご注意ください。お出口は左側です。We will soon be arriving at Tonosawa, OH52. Please watch your steps as you disembark. The doors on the left side will open.
She's taking her picture in the mirror, isn't she? She's doing a selfie in the mirror. Ah, it's funny. Oh. How come I got a higher bonus? Oh, I'm just getting a cold. That's all it is. Loving it. At least it's in winter this time. I can't leave yet. Don't relieve the brakes. Yes, naughty.
知らせ等よし。
Now we can go.
出発進行圧力よし。
Shinko.
次は箱根湯本、箱根湯本終点です。The
I think I got just a touch ahead of the video there.
terminal, OH51.
If you get too far from the green line, you'll get hitching as it waits for you to catch up, or it loses frames to catch up. Is this the last big hill? I think so.
お降りの際はお足元にご注意ください。小田原、新宿方面へおいでのお客様はお乗り換えです。Thank you for taking the Hakone Tozan line. We will soon be arriving at Hakone Yumoto Terminal,
場内
OH51.
注意。
Please remember to take your belongings with you and watch your step as you disembark. Please transfer here for Odawara, Shinjuku direction.
Ah, too far. Oh no, I'm gonna do it again. Oh, fine, we'll do it again. I thought I'd be a smartass and get it right on the nose and screwed it up. Oh well. Yeah, it's pretty standard for this kind of video game, Andy, that's using this method.
進行圧力よし
次は箱根湯本終点です。The next stop is the Hakone Yumoto Terminal, OH51.
That's it, Pete. Oops. Yeah, I accelerated to stop it from stopping too early because it was going to stop about a meter early. This time for sure, Ollie.
Thank you for taking the Hakone Tozan line. We will soon be arriving at Hakone Yumoto Terminal, OH51. Please remember to take your belongings with you and watch your step as you disembark. Please transfer here for Odawara, Shinjuku direction.
That would be a long train ride on this kind of train to get to Shinjuku. That's a long way away. Oh, 0. That's the way to do it after screwing it up. There we go. Got a perfect and only got a B. What could we buy now? See what we can buy and then call it quits, I guess. Yes, all lines complete. Now you have to do it again so you can afford to buy more things that you don't actually get. Oh, we get a view mode. Okay. Oh no, it's just exiting. Let's, it must play music here because I've got the music turned off for the sake of streaming. Yep. There you go. This is all the people that put this together, including the debuggers. Hmm. Look at all the people who helped out. Many, many, many places. That's pretty normal, I suppose. The Switchback Cafe. And of course, it's built on Sonic. Because it always says that in the Japanese games. Sonic. Yep. Cool. Well, there you go. Japanese rails in the town of natural beauty and hot springs, Hakone. That's it. That's version 1.00. No bugs, clearly. Alrighty, I hope people have enjoyed themselves. This has been recorded during a live stream, and I will also put it up as a premiere while I'm on holidays because I'm cheating because I need to record 12 of the bloody things. So this is just a good way of doing it. So if you see that pop up later, don't watch it again. Alrighty, have fun, folks. Enjoy yourselves. Thanks for all the chat, and we shall see you later. And actually, tomorrow night, 7 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time, City Transport Simulator 26 with the Tatra KT4D. And on Wednesday, 1900, Australian Eastern Standard Time again, we'll have Rena's undercover train operation, which is a cop on a train who's, oh, you'll see. Anyway, have fun. Enjoy yourselves. See you later. Bye. That button.